One of the issues that we had with the project was that schools often came to us for support when it was almost too late because they hadn't identified the need for attachment support earlier on. If we could kind of get attachment training out there to all staff, I think that would ensure that children are kept in mainstream education for longer, that their needs are met earlier, that their experience of education is a happier and more enjoyable one.
Well, if schools are attachment friendly, they become good places to be. People feel settled there, they feel a sense of belonging and they feel safe and they achieve. So if we raise the priority of attachment through all of our schools in Cheshire East, then hopefully that should lead to less negative behaviour or negative behaviour that we can understand and that we can meet the children's needs in those senses, in those places, should I say. I would hope that if the priority of attachment is raised, then schools feel more empowered to meet the needs of individual children, which allows them to make better progress.
I think if this approach was adopted more widely, then children would be better supported and they would be able to identify their own emotions and self-regulate. Adults would be able to feel more confident in supporting these children in schools, and I also feel that the children will be able to make links between their feelings, emotions, thoughts and behaviour.
So I think if we were to roll this out everywhere, we'd see a massive shift in the way that we communicate with young people. I think that we need to remember that they are just little human beings. They're not children who we tell what to do, who we do things to. We should be working with them and working hard at relationships because they are human beings. How we would want to be treated and spoken to and respected. That has to happen with every child in every school, everywhere.
At Shavington Primary School, we felt that by taking this approach with all our children has really benefited our relationships with children. We're closer. And I think if all schools did this, it could really benefit children's mental health. It could really have a very powerful impact on improving children's resilience and bounce back ability. It's that ability when things aren't quite going the way you'd hope they go to bounce back. And would enable children to be better able to respond to difficult emotions, to difficult situations, and to be that bit more resilient. We're still on a journey. All our children, it's a process that it's not something you do once, it's something you've got to keep doing. But I think by engaging in emotion coaching, by sharing that with your whole staff, I would say that it brings you together as a community as well and gives you a good structure to talk about emotions, and gives everybody a good way into developing those discussions with children of all ages, but also with the adults in your school community as well.
Oh, I just think it'd be brilliant it's giving children a handle of their own emotions, their own responsibility, which it's a life skill. We're talking about, very young children here being able to identify if they're frustrated, if they're angry, and then making the right choices and what they need to do when they're feeling that emotion. And if as soon as they've got that understanding and they're doing that correctly, then hopefully that's embedded in them. So when they're becoming teenagers and then you're adults in a workplace, they've got that self-regulation and understanding, and also they can impact that onto others and showing empathy and sympathy towards others. So I think it'd just be wonderful if all schools were on board, because we've seen the benefits. So I can undoubtedly say that other schools would see those benefits too.